Gertrude Bell Elion, or Trudy to her family, was born in New York City on January 23, 1918. Her father was from Lithuania. At 12 years old, he came to America to be a dentist. Her mother came to America at age 14 from Poland as a homemaker. By the time Gertrude was 12, she got to skip 2 grades, which put her 2 years ahead of her class. She entered Hunter College at age 15 and graduated with her bachelor's degree in chemistry when she was 19. In her first years after college, Elion had difficulty finding work as a chemist. There were only a few women working in the field, and many laboratories refused to hire women altogether. She acquired experience working in part-time and temporary jobs. While working, she earned her master's degree in chemistry from New York University. She taught high school for a few years until her big break during World War II. She was hired as an analytical chemist, and her job included the measurement of the acidity of pickles and the color of mayonnaise. Hired by Burroughs and Wellcome in 1944, she embarked on a 40-year scientific partnership with Dr. George Hitchings. They set themselves an unorthodox course, attempting to create new medicines by studying the chemical composition of disease cells. Within a few years, this approach had created with the development of the first 2 successful drugs for the treatment of acute leukemia, puranthanol and thioguanine. Elion's responsibilities expanded, and she began to lead larger and larger teams of her own. Discovering compounds such as allopurinol, used for the treatment of gout and the relieved of side effects of chemotherapy, her discovery as azathioprine, which suppresses the immune system's rejection of foreign tissue, made kidney transplants between unrelated donors possible. More than 500,000 people worldwide have benefited from this discovery since 1963. In 1967, she was named head of the Department of Experimental Therapy at Burroughs and Wellcome. Over the following decade, Elion's team at Burroughs and Wellcome entered a field which pharmaceutical companies had previously shunned. They attempted to create compounds which would block viral infections. It was widely believed that any compound capable of suppressing viral activity would be hopelessly toxic. Elion's patience was rewarded with the creation of acyclovir, the world's first successful antiviral medication. It is often used in the treatment of herpes and the Epstein-Barr virus, also known as mono. Gertrude Elion officially retired in 1983, but remained active in the scientific world as a consultant of her old firm, now known as Glaxo Wellcome, and an advisor to the World Health Organization and American Association for Cancer Research. Her name appears on 45 patents. In 1988, she shared the Nobel Prize in Medicine with her old colleague, George Hitchings, and researcher Sir James Black. She was one of the only 10 women to win a Nobel Prize in the sciences, and one of the very few recipients to earn a Science Nobel Prize without a doctorate. In 1991, she became the first woman to be inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, and was presented with the National Medal of Science by President George Bush. Don't be afraid of hard work. Nothing worthwhile becomes easy. Don't let others discourage you or tell you that you can't do it. In my day, I was told that women didn't go into chemistry. I saw no reason why we couldn't. Maybe I was young and cute. After all, I was only 20 then. But I've learned over the years that when you put white lab coats on chemists, they all look alike. People ask me often whether the Nobel Prize was a thing you were aiming for all your life, and I say that would be crazy. Nobody would aim for a Nobel Prize because if you didn't get it, your whole life would be wasted. What we were aiming for was getting people well, and the satisfaction of that is much greater than any prize you can get.